We are going to this foreclosure auction. Yep, Dragonfly Manor. This is kind of crazy. Let's see. 68-acre mansion. And here is the house. Okay. I mean, it's gorgeous. But let's see what we can see. All right, well, this is kind of crazy. So we've been to a lot of auctions, and this is probably one of the largest houses we've ever been to for foreclosure auction. And it was bought in 2023 for $4.1 million, and it's being foreclosed on today. The lien holder is like a little over $2 million. So who knows? But I mean, we gotta get this for song, because man, you know, while with this kind of money, big problems can happen. And when we first started, I mean, we were buying stuff, you know, like for $75,000, and now I'm looking at buying a possible $4.1 million mansion that, you know, while small problems happened on that, and we, you know, kind of underestimated all the rehab on the first property we ever had for $75,000. Can you imagine messing up the rehab on this property? Damn. So we got to go really try to do our best knowledge. I'm going to walk around, see what I can see in this property, and try to get as much info as I can. Let's go check it out. As always, guys, we're two guys take on real estate. We bought hundreds of property at foreclosure auction, and we take you with us so you can learn from our mistakes. Thanks so much, and let's go check this sucker out. And leave a comment below if you what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. All right, so I'm walking around this beautiful mansion. The story I heard is that people bought it from California, never moved in, never, you know, they basically, you know, took a long time to close, never could really figure things out, finally closed, and then just never moved in, and then tried reselling it right away for like a profit of like 400 grand or something, or 300 grand, and they wouldn't drop the price, and then they just canceled the listing, and then basically, you know, now it's getting foreclosed. I mean, we're only talking, this was bought once again in 2023. Oh, I see the new septic system. Okay, so this is good. So there is a new septic system right there. That was one of the questions, because there was money put in escrow for a septic system, but you know, we confirmed with the town that it was done, but there was a lot of questions because the agent said, oh my God, I don't think it was done. I think the money was returned. So our first property we bought for $75,000 together. And boy, we didn't know that what we were doing. There was a lot of stuff that we kind of went wrong. We underestimated a lot of stuff. And while $75,000, I think our rehab budget was like $30,000 at the time, or 25, I thought. Or even if we doubled that, it was only $25,000. And you know, while that seems like a lot of money, that's not that big of a deal. You're not gonna, you know, go completely bust. But this is one where, you know, and I gotta look at, but if our rehab budget is, let's just say $300,000, which easily could be on this, if we're off by, you know, a 20% margin, that is right there, you know, 60 grand. That's, you know, it's a lot. I think it would easily be off, you know, even more than that. I mean, 20% is kind of a fudge factor. So this is where we got to really run our numbers, be really, really cautious. And one of them, once again, is for the septic system, which this was put in escrow about $85,000 for the septic system. So if you just mess that up, and right there, I mean, the septic system alone could be 85 grand if you just assumed everything was perfect. Luckily, we talked to the building department and the health department, and it was redone. You can kind of see, you know, definitely newer system here. Everything was done properly, and it passed. Obviously, it hasn't been used, so it should be no problem. It's only been October of 2024 was when it was done. This is why, you know, really running your numbers and you know, kind of bringing a good team with you to understand, wow, this is gorgeous. Like, I mean, look at that like pond that you got there. Wow. But yeah, I was trying to say is that you really got to be cautious with your numbers, because when we started out, we, you know, definitely made a lot of mistakes on underestimating our, you know, numbers. And when it gets to these bigger stuff, this is where you can really make mistakes. And this is what could completely close down shop for a house, or, you know, make you go bankrupt. And, you know, build all that you built, and just because of this one little house, I mean, 9,000 square feet, right? This is gorgeous. Like, seriously. We could definitely move here. Wow. Come on, who doesn't want a dock right outside their house, their own private little pond? It looks like you can swim in there. But yeah, you gotta be really, run your numbers. Taxes, like I said, $20,000 on this. These things add up. I mean, this patio itself could easily be another 20 grand. Stuccoing the house, you know, if you got a lot of rot. Let's see if we can see what we can see inside. Oh, look at those floors. Oh, that looks nice. Let's see what's in here. What is this? Oh, a little outside shower. Well, there you go. That's cool. Oh, you got the garage door out to the back so you can mow the lawn. Looks like someone hasn't done that in a while. I mean, the roof doesn't look bad. It just, within there's a lot of moss. You got some trees overgrowing, obviously. But it looks not bad. Oh, it's wet. Why is it so wet here? Ah, I wonder if the basement's wet. So look at that, walking right there. I mean, now if we have a basement wet issue, that's huge. All right, I'm glad Kevin's not here because Kevin would be looking for some little gifts inside, maybe some, he's all about finding these houses and taking them over and then finding a bunch of like Christmas decorations because he can never have enough Christmas decorations. And he'd probably want to move here. Oh, definitely. Oh, shit. Oh, nah. Well, that was one tick. Damn it. Okay, he didn't really get in yet. Okay. I'm going to kind of keep walking around, see if I can kind of get some more information. But like this is where numbers get out of control. So really, run your numbers, maybe stick to something a lot smaller if this is your first deal. This is not something I'd recommend anyone doing on their first deal. Well, maybe you hit a big home run and you make even $500, $1 million profit, which is great, but there's just, whoa, Naya, what are you doing, dog? Naya, stay out of there. You could easily, lose your shirt. But I'm definitely going to record this auction. This is going to be exciting. Curious to see how it goes. What do you think the actual bid number is going to be on this one? Look at this. For a mansion though, there's window ACs on a house like this. That's crazy. Like they spent all the money on this, but they couldn't do central air here. That's insane. Start small. I think that's one of the biggest kind of take home from here, because if you do make a mistake, it's very recoverable. Because boy, we made mistakes on rehab budgets. This one is going to be a doozy. I hope I can see a little bit more inside, because this is, I mean, I heard something about possibly broken pipes, stuff like that, and that's huge. Especially in a house like this, replumbing this house is, I mean, easily 60 plus grand, especially if you got to start opening walls. Now you're talking about a lot more. And I don't know if it's her, I mean, this was built in the 80s, so it shouldn't be too much to bring up the code. Let's go over the garage.
Would you like to open the bag?
Sure. $1 million.
$1 million.
Can I walk around or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna get lost in here. Ooh, can't see. Supposed to be like a library over here. Normally, the foreclosures we go in are a little nastier.
$2 million? Okay, I got $2 million with the bank.
Yeah,
Matt,
I'm tapped out.
over.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
So the bank's at $2.3 million. Any advance over $2.3 million?
No.
$2.3 million going once. $2.3 million going twice. Third and final call, fair warning, fair bidding. Sold back to the bank for $2.3 million.
Hope this was fun, guys. I hope to see you on the next video, and thank you so much for joining us.